Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Paul P.K. Kemsley is showing off his favorite example of love amid his divorce from Dorrit Kemsley. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member filed for divorce from P.K. in April of this year. And in the meantime, the talent manager has been busy sharing the love between his friends, his children, and his parents, Kenny and Esme Kemsley. P.K. recently took to his Instagram story where he posted a photo of his mom, Esme, sitting on the lap of his dad, Kenny, set to the song All of Me by John Legend. In the photo, the couple can be seen wearing the same color shirt, light-colored bottoms, and eyeglasses as they smiled widely for the camera. He then took to the caption of the post, where he shared a sweet quote about their marriage and his own love life. "I grew up with a quiet example of lasting love," he wrote over the photo. "It stayed with me even as life's path took unexpected turns." There is so much love between P.K. and his parents, who have appeared on RHOBH in the past. P.K. took to Instagram in March 2024, where he posted a series of photos of his mom in honor of the United Kingdom's Mother's Day. In the photos, Esme can be seen lounging with Kenny, hanging out with a much younger P.K., chilling with Boy George, and smiling alongside P.K. and Dorrit's kids, Phoenix and Jagger Kemsley. "Happy Mother's Day. Love you," he wrote in the caption of the post. Earlier this year, P.K. was allegedly spotted hanging out with model Amanda Crumman, but P.K. addressed those rumors in June, calling them false. None of that happened. He told Page 6 that month, "I was with 8 people, including Boy George and work colleagues. Amanda was at another table with her daughter and son-in-law-to-be. We are friends and nothing more. We weren't flirting and there is no blossoming romance. Amanda and I are just friends." Boy George corroborated this account with the publication. "I was there and Amanda was with her kids," the singer said. "This is an absolute fabrication. Total lies." In the world of reality television, where drama unfolds like clockwork and privacy is often a fleeting luxury, love can be both a dazzling spotlight and a quiet casualty. For Paul P.K. Kemsley, the British businessman best known as the outspoken husband of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Dorrit Kemsley, the meaning of love has shifted, deepened, perhaps, in the wake of a very public separation. When news broke earlier this year that P.K. and Dorrit were officially heading toward divorce after nearly a decade of marriage, the tabloid buzz was deafening. But in a rare moment of vulnerability, P.K. recently stepped away from the glitz of reality television and offered a heartfelt perspective on what love truly means, not just in marriage, but in the quiet aftermath of its unraveling. "I don't think love ends," P.K. said in an exclusive sit-down interview. "I think it transforms, it evolves, and sometimes it lets go." P.K. and Dorrit were once one of Beverly Hills' most glamorous couples. Their extravagant lifestyle, fashion-forward wardrobes, and lavish home were fixtures on Bravo. But even as they projected perfection on screen, the real story, like in many marriages, played out in smaller moments, some beautiful, others bruising. There's no script for marriage, P.K. reflects, and there's certainly no script for divorce. When you build a life with someone, especially with cameras around, the lines between what's private and what's performative can get blurred. But at the heart of it, we loved each other deeply, and I still care about her immensely. That tenderness is evident in his voice. While much of the public may remember their on-screen arguments and tension, especially in recent seasons, P.K. chooses to focus on the quieter truths. The shared laughter, the late-night talks, the way Dorrit used to instinctively reach for his hand during tough moments. "That's the thing about love," he says. "It's made of those tiny, unglamorous things. The inside jokes, the nicknames no one else knows, the silent understanding when the world is too loud." P.K. isn't a man unaccustomed to challenges. As a businessman, he's weathered financial storms and career pivots. As a father, he's juggled responsibilities and high expectations. But this, the disassembly of a life built together, cuts differently. "I never imagined it would come to this," he admits. "But we both reached a point where we had to ask, are we helping each other grow or holding each other back? It's one of the hardest questions in any relationship." He pauses, clearly wrestling with emotion. "You never walk down the aisle thinking about divorce. You dream about forever. And when that doesn't happen, it's a grief you can't prepare for." Still, P.K. is quick to clarify, this isn't about blame. It's not Dorrit's fault, and it's not mine either. Life changes you, fame changes you, kids change you, and sometimes love in its most honest form is letting the other person go. Through it all, PK and Dorrit have remained committed to one shared priority: their 2 children, Jagger and Phoenix. They are our heart, PK says simply. And no matter what happens between us, we're still a family. That's something we both fiercely protect. He shares that they've worked with counselors to ensure the children feel safe, heard, and loved. Divorce can be confusing for kids, but if they see their parents respecting each other, working as a team, then it becomes less about loss and more about change. When asked about co-parenting with Dorrit, he smiles gently. We're figuring it out. Some days are easier than others, but we check in, we communicate, and we put them first. That's all that matters. As he navigates this new chapter, PK admits he's learned a great deal, not just about relationships, but about himself. I used to think love was about grand gestures, the holidays, the cars, the trips. And sure, those things are fun, but real love, it's about showing up. It's about listening. It's about being vulnerable, even when it's uncomfortable. He adds, looking back, I see the ways I could have been better. More present, less reactive. That's the gift of reflection. It teaches you to do better moving forward. While he doesn't rule out falling in love again someday, PK is clear that he's not rushing into anything. Right now, I'm focused on healing. I'm rediscovering who I am outside of the marriage. I think it's important to sit with your heartbreak, to understand it. Only then can you really move on. When asked what advice he'd give others going through a divorce, PK doesn't hesitate. Don't rush the pain, he says. Feel it. Let it move through you. And don't be afraid to ask for help. From friends, from therapists, from God, if that's your path. Love doesn't end with a breakup. It just changes form. He continues, the truth is, I still love Dorrit. Maybe not in the same way, but love isn't binary. It can exist alongside disappointment, frustration, even sadness. That's the complexity of it. As the sun sets behind the hills outside his Los Angeles home, PK seems at peace, or at least on his way there. Love, in PK Kemsley's world, is no longer a fairy tale. It's something quieter, deeper, a presence that lingers even as a marriage ends. It's in the way he speaks about his children, about Dorrit, about the man he is becoming. And perhaps that's the truest kind of love, one that doesn't cling, but transforms. As PK himself says, love is the one thing that remains, even when everything else falls away.